as a parent, and especially as a mum, one thing is very important, and it has nothing to do with fasting. Fasting as a parent is kind of like not a priority. And in this video, I'm sharing why it's not a priority and what is instead very important to do when you have a child or several children. Hi and welcome, Maryam here, sharing about how to live a more nourishing, energizing and prosperous life. So someone asked me a question, and hello if you're watching this video, because I think you will be. The question is, I wonder with fasting, how do you soothe yourself emotionally when tired and exasperated with the responsibility of being a solo mum? Because I am a solo mum. I will make an update video on how things change for me as a solo mom. I don't feel ready to share about it right now. Let me go through, actually let me just take my gum off, or out of my mouth, English. I'll share in another video. Here is going to show above my head, the video will show above my head, about why I chew gum and why I suggest you to do the same. But right now, the topic is about fasting, and I will be very honest with you. As a mom, I no longer fast prolonged fasting, like several days or even more. I don't fast prolonged fasting. I don't fast more than 24 hours. And the reason is, I don't need to. And if you're a mom, you don't need to, especially if you're a solo mom. And if you're basically a parent looking after the child, more than a full-time job, because looking after a child is more than a full-time job. You have to consider daytime, evening times, nighttime, because they wake up, especially if they're young, during the night, or you have to be there as a guard in case they wake up because they're tired, teasing, whichever the reason. So really, being a parent, and especially being a solo mom, is almost sometimes 3 full-time jobs. And then when you have 3 full-time jobs, you have to realize, would you be able to fast if you actually had 3-time jobs in real life reality without a child? If you were working 3 full-time jobs, would you be fasting? And the answer more than likely is no. Jude, would you be fasting if you had 3 full-time jobs?
No way. No.
Would you be fasting if you had 3 full-time jobs?
No.
No, would I? I wouldn't. It's way too tiring, draining, way too many responsibilities, and when you have several full-time jobs, just like when you're a parent, which is the same thing, right? Let's be honest. You don't have time to meditate whenever you want because your child is your main priority. You don't have time to move your body the way you want whenever you want because your child comes first. You don't have time to maybe sleep when you need, whenever you want, because your child comes first. You don't have time to basically do anything, even going to the toilet, having a shower, doing some kind of energy work whenever you want, because your child is your priority. And the younger, the more responsibility you would have in terms of the less independent. Like for me, I have a toddler. She can do more things than when she was a baby, but still I have to run around after her, feed her, change her nappies. And this is constant work, attention, awareness. And you do have to say it's mentally and emotionally and even physically a lot of work that is beyond something that you would put yourself into if you didn't have a child. So I'm not saying it's bad, I'm saying it is what is called something that people often see as negative, a sacrifice. And it's okay to sacrifice because you're not sacrificing your entire life the same way. You may be sacrificing in different ways as your child grows up, but it is a sacrifice. And during this time of sacrificing, there are other priorities that you should take into consideration that will give you blessings in a way that isn't the same way as through fasting. Doesn't make William. I think I should change that sentence because some people won't understand that, or it may not sound so clear. Let me say that again. Let me rephrase. You don't have to fast as a parent, and especially as a solo mom, because your lifestyle is already a sacrifice. Now, fasting should be seen as a sacrifice. Let me rephrase that again. You don't need to fast as a solo mom. You don't need to fast as a parent, especially as a solo mom, because your life, if you focus on that one other thing that is way more important, and will include your child, that is going to bring you way more blessings than fasting, way more benefits than fasting, way more enjoyment than fasting. Okay? And I'm not saying don't fast, I'm saying if you want to fast because it's natural, just do it. But if you don't want to because it's unnatural for you at that very moment in life, on your path right now, don't do it. Don't force yourself. And the most important thing that you should be doing that has nothing to do with fasting and is still energy work is actually being active, having energy. Focus on energy itself by doing things with your child that are based on energy that you can do together. And the one main thing is being aware together, spending time in the present moment, and just basically being active. Even if it's not running around every minute or all day long, just being present. Being present is being aware. Being aware is being active. Like all your neurons, all your cells, all your attention is focused on that child that you're raising. And if you're a solo mom, wow, because raising a child by yourself is a lot of work. It's not like you can rely on a partner or maybe family members, or it's not like that. Some solo moms rely on themselves and God only, and I think this is just amazing. Shout out to the solo mom out there who are doing a great job. I'm not throwing flowers on myself. I just know for going through that path how uneasy it is, and I feel that myself I'm so blessed and lucky that I have enough freedom to be able to enjoy my child whenever I want, put her to nursery and get some professional help if I want to. Not everybody is currently able to do that. And in these videos at the moment on my YouTube channel, I really want to share more ways for you moms, solo moms and parents in general to be more free and have more energy so that you spend way better quality time with your children and your family and everybody and yourself. The main important thing for you is not to fast. Don't worry about this, because you know what? Your children are going to stuff food into your mouth anyway, just to show you that this is irrelevant and silly and stupid to do that at that very moment. And when they stuff food in your mouth, it is also very cute and you want to share that bond, and those times aren't going to be there later on in a few years or maybe in a few months even. You just want to enjoy that time. It's making them laugh, it's making them happy, it's making you laugh and happy to choke on their, little fingers. You just want to appreciate that. You want to enjoy that moment. And if you have, that energy to spend time with them and to enjoy every moment, whether it is playing a game, going outside, doing activities, swimming, and just enjoying doing this ongoing one after the other, because you have that energy, your life is going to be great. In the evening when your child sleeps, then maybe you have enough energy to do other things for yourself. Maybe you don't, and that's okay. But just focus on energy. Energy work through being active. Physically, mentally, emotionally, with your child as much as you can. And even if they have a childcare looking after them, if they're going to nursery or going to school, know that during that time you will still have to provide for them. You will still have to look after them in a way that is getting the house ready, getting the food ready for them, getting their clothes, laundry ready, focusing on yourself, and then that's when you can actually meditate and do things if you still have time to do that. But while they're around you, and if you are a solo mom of a small one, then you may have to postpone this, and it's okay. Just like you may have to postpone prolonged fasting or simply fasting, and that's okay. And just like you may have to postpone a lot of things dealing with yourself, like meditation, because meditating with a child is just, for a lot of people, impossible, and that's okay too. You shouldn't blame yourself for that or feel guilty or feel like you have less blessings or whatever because you can't meditate. No, just do that thing that you are able to do in a way deeper, wider perspective, living in consciousness, living in awareness, living in the present moment. Children are so good at teaching us how to living in the present at a way deeper level, having fun, letting go, surrendering, stopping the whole worrying, just enjoying being playful in the present. Okay, that's it for this video then. So as I already said, I don't prolong fasting anymore. I don't need to. I don't even exercise because my life is exercise. I constantly exercise with my child. I don't need to do push-ups because I lift her about 100 times a day. So my arms are like very, very, I have those muscles that I never ever had in my life before. When I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, is that really my body? Is that, I mean, my body in a sense that, is that, did I make this body? Did I shape it this way in such a short amount of time? Because my little one is only one. I'm amazed at how my body changed through being a mom because I focus on that one thing, being active, being there in the present. And I don't focus on exercising, doing anything that is really can't be done with her. I would exercise with her, I would dance with her, but my life is about being active with her. And if I can't do it, I won't force it. I don't focus on not eating anymore before a certain time because if she's eating at 8 and stuffing my face with carrots or apples or avocado, you know, that's just the game and it's okay. There's no timing for them. So allow this to happen and you're going to have such a great time without having to judge yourself because the only thing that you should be really doing is having fun, no matter what time it is. 3 in the morning, 7, 12, doesn't matter. Alright, join the newsletter for more and catch up later. Bye.